Let's talk about the automatic suspension of Medi-Cal participation when a California doctor's license is summarily suspended. Automatic is a strong term. In many cases, there is a level of discretion as to whether to suspend or for how long. But basically, if your license is on hold, you can't bill Medi-Cal. Once you lose the right to bill, the ability to reapply is delayed for at least 1 year. There are options, but they are few and often unsuccessful. This can be unfair as your ability to practice may be restored, but your ability to participate in Medi-Cal may remain suspended. California physicians who participate in the Medi-Cal program face serious consequences when their medical license is placed under a summary interim suspension. One important statute involved is Health and Safety Code Section 1171. But the key trigger for losing Medi-Cal billing rights is found in another law, Welfare and Institutions Code, Section 14043.6. First, let's understand what a summary interim suspension actually is. A summary interim suspension, also known as an interim suspension order, or ISO, is an emergency action taken by the Medical Board of California before a full disciplinary hearing occurs. It is issued when there is evidence that the physician has engaged or is about to engage in conduct that endangers public health, safety, or welfare. Once issued, the doctor's license to practice medicine in California is immediately suspended. Now here is where Medi-Cal comes in. Under Welfare and Institutions Code Section 14043.6, if a physician's California license is suspended by the medical board, the Department of Healthcare Services must automatically suspend that physician as a provider in the Medi-Cal program. This suspension is automatic. It happens on the same day the license suspension takes effect. No separate hearing is required from DHCS before the Medi-Cal suspension begins. This means the doctor can no longer bill Medi-Cal for any services, and claims submitted under that provider number will be denied. The physician is also added to DHCS's public suspended and ineligible provider list. Health and Safety Code Section 10171 plays a different but important role. This section sets the procedural rules for most adjudicative hearings conducted by the Department of Healthcare Services. While it does not prevent the automatic Medi-Cal suspension, it governs any later hearings if the physician challenges other DHCS actions, seeks reinstatement, or faces additional sanctions under Welfare and Institutions Code Section 13923. In simple terms, the license suspension triggers the automatic Medi-Cal suspension under Section 14043.6, and Section 1171 provides the framework for any formal hearings that may follow with DHCS. What does this mean in practice? During the period of the license suspension, the physician cannot legally practice medicine or receive Medi-Cal reimbursement. Patients must find other Medi-Cal providers, and the doctor's practice can suffer significant financial harm. Reinstatement usually occurs once the medical board lifts the interim suspension and restores the physician's license or allows full practice rights. At that point, DHCS typically reactivates the provider's Medi-Cal enrollment, although the doctor should verify their status on the suspended and ineligible provider list. Key takeaway for California physicians: a summary interim suspension is meant to protect the public, but it also creates an immediate and automatic loss of Medi-Cal participation. Because the suspension is automatic under state law, physicians facing an ISO need to act quickly, with experienced licensing counsel to address the medical board matter as effectively as possible. If you are a California doctor participating in Medi-Cal and you receive notice of a potential interim suspension, seek legal guidance immediately. Early intervention at the medical board level can sometimes prevent or shorten the suspension and help protect your ability to continue serving Medi-Cal patients. Don't use any attorney to deal with interim license suspensions and Medi-Cal billing rights. Call the experts at the Law Office of Daniel Horowitz at 925-283-1863. There are no guarantees in these difficult situations. What you need is an experienced medical attorney who fights hard to protect your career. Again, the number to call is 925-283-1863.